Coming up on Good Morning Longhorns, President Biden declares Trans Visibility Day an official day in the U.S.
Texas women's basketball's historic season comes to a close.
Viral TikTok swarmed the internet regarding the safety of women in New York City.
Is Lizzo retiring from music after her 2023 controversy?
And a fun trivia game testing her knowledge on all things country music before the Country Music Television Awards. All this and more right now on Good Morning Longhorns. Good morning, Longhorns. For Wednesday, April 3rd, I'm Pril Talwar.
And I'm David Gonima. Thanks for joining us this Wednesday morning.
How are you doing today, David?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, the walk over here was very nice. Pretty chilly, but I guess we'll find out more about the weather.
I know, exciting.
Well, let's get into this morning's top stories.
Tuesday afternoon, UT President Jay Hartzell announced the closing of the Division of Campus and Community Engagement Center in a campus-wide email. This comes after Senator Brandon Creighton warned the university about their decision to change position titles rather than staff positions themselves, in compliance with SB 17. Now, over 60 staff members have lost their jobs, 40 of them being under the DCCE. Former DEI staffs received pink slips notifying them of their firing. The university has told the fired staff that they can apply for other jobs on campus. The former Gender and Sexualities Center was renamed the Women's Community Center and will officially be removed at the end of the year.
In response, Texas House Speaker Dave Phelan applauded the announcement as a direct result of the bill he said he was proud to pass last year. Back here on campus, many students are calling to action along with their organizations. The Multicultural Engagement Center held an emergency meeting last night, and UT's Senate will hold its General Assembly tomorrow night, where this news is sure to be on the agenda. Stay tuned for continued updates as we learn more about what this news will mean around campus. Yesterday was Texas Hillel's 24th annual Israel Block Party, where people came together to celebrate Israeli culture while also honoring those who have been killed and held hostage. This is the largest pro-Israel event on a college campus in North America and took place at Gregory Gym Plaza, where there was free food, free tote bags, fun activities, and an Ask Me Anything table where students could discuss what was on their mind. While there were protesters at the plaza, the focus was still on the event and the festivities that the students ran.
According to the Dallas Morning News, Governor Greg Abbott issued an executive order on Wednesday to combat the rising anti-Semitism at Texas colleges and universities, saying, quote, "We must now work to ensure that your college campuses are safe spaces for members of the Jewish community," end quote. This order requires all colleges and universities to review their free speech policies and lay out punishments for anti-Semitic rhetoric on campus.
For the yearly gathering on Easter, Pope Francis delivered his speech at the St. Peter's Basilica this Sunday. The Pope took time during his speech to call for peace and an end to the violence, specifically in Syria and Ukraine, as well as an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. The speech also confirmed that the Pope's health was improving, as many have noticed his frequent trips to the hospital and his decision to not read the homily on Palm Sunday. The Pope has been experiencing common colds, the flu, and even bronchitis. While his voice was hoarse during the speech, the Pope did not stop or cough once, leading many to believe that his health is improving.
President Joe Biden has declared March 31st as National Transgender Visibility Day. However, this year it happens to fall on Easter Sunday, and while the date of Easter changes each year, many Republicans, especially presidential nominee Donald Trump, has made this issue a talking point, and in hopes to increase his voter chances this upcoming general election. House Speaker Mike Johnson said the proclamation, quote, "betrayed the central tenet of Easter," end quote. Some Republicans are also claiming Biden has banned religious Easter traditions at the White House. However, the American Egg Board stated that procedures have not been changed. A spokesperson for First Lady Jill Biden stated that Republicans have been causing a misleading swirl.
Efforts to reopen the Port of Baltimore are underway following the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge on March 26th. In the wake of the collapse, all traffic is going in and out of this port has been suspended. At the time of the collapse, 8 people were on the bridge, and so far, 4 of them have been identified. 2 bodies have been recovered, and 4 remain missing. The state of Maryland is receiving $60 million in emergency funding from the federal government for the time being.
The number one seeded Texas women's basketball team ended their season in the Elite Eight. They lost to NC State this past Sunday at the Moda Center by a score of 76-66. This year has still been a successful year for the Big 12 tournament champions.
They received the number one seed for the first time since 2004 and finished the season with a 33-5 overall record. The 33 wins are the most they've won since 34 games in the 85-86 season. Madison Booker became the first freshman in the Big 12 women's basketball history to earn the Big 12 Player of the Year, and she also had a freshman school record of 185 assists. Priyal, have you been keeping up with the season?
I have. It's so impressive to see our women's basketball team, like, first make it to the NCAA and then to also be the number one seed. I think that's so incredible.
It's so amazing. I went to a couple games. They're
yeah,
so fun. The
they're
energy
so
was
impressive.
amazing.
Yes, I think the students
phenomenal.
really come out and show out for this, like, for the team. It is really sad that they got out of the tournament, but I think they had an amazing season.
I agree.
Around the world, millions of people celebrated Easter weekend here in Austin. There were many festivities to commemorate the day, but among the traditional Easter activities available, there were also a few imaginative ways that the Austinites celebrated.
For the pet lovers, there was an Easter pet parade. For the more scenic Austinites, there was a brunch cruise that floated down Lady Bird Lake. And there was even a chance to have afternoon tea with the Easter Bunny at the Driscoll Hotel. However you celebrated, we hope you had a wonderful weekend. Priyal, did you do anything special for Easter this weekend?
I didn't do anything special on Easter Day, but my dad did come. He did come down to Austin, so we got some brunch. It was fun, you know. Got out of my dorm, so that was nice. So we got to explore Austin a bit. How about you?
Yeah, I went to D.C. to visit my brother, so that was a very fun experience just to hang out with some family and celebrate the holiday.
That is so fun. I love it. Coming up, Texas has been warming up a bit this week. Stay tuned for the latest weather updates and more right after the break.
Testing mic. I can keep testing. A lot of conversation is happening. Yes, talking. Testing the mic. Yes. Okay. Is the
welcome back to Good Morning Longhorns. Let's take a look at the weather. Joining us on the set is Devin DeMichelle. What's the weather looking like, Devin?
Thank you, David, and good morning, Longhorns. The weather is looking bright and beautiful this Wednesday morning with sunny skies all day long and a high of 81 degrees. As the day goes on, the temperature will drop to a low of 49 degrees in the evening. Moving on to tomorrow, Thursday will be yet another day of sunny skies with a high of 85 and a low of 51. The UV index will climb up to a whopping 9. Perfect day to get your tan on. Friday will look similar to today and tomorrow with a high of 85 degrees and a low of 55 degrees. If tanning on Thursday wasn't enough, the UV will keep us steady at a high of 9 on Friday, making it the perfect day to catch some rays. Moving into the weekend, we will see an overcast of cloudy skies Saturday with a high of 77 and a low of 59. The wind is looking pretty calm for the week, so be sure to wear extra sunscreen for the next 3 days as things are heating up. That's all from the Weather Center today. I'm Devin DeMichelle. Back to you, David.
As of last Friday, Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich has been jailed in Moscow, Russia, for a year. His crime? Journalism. While working on a story in Russia's Ural Mountains last March, Gershkovich was arrested on espionage charges, allegedly caught receiving, quote, secret information, unquote. Though Russia has not produced evidence to support this accusation. The Biden administration has been working to negotiate a swap, but efforts have fallen through. Last month, there were rumors that Gershkovich would be swapped for Russian hitman Alexei Navalny, a plan thwarted by Navalny's untimely death in prison. Despite the circumstances, his family and friends remain hopeful. Family members exchanged letters with Gershkovich frequently, and the Wall Street Journal held a 24-hour readathon last week to share Gershkovich's deeply reported stories and protest limits on a free press. We hope to see progress in his release efforts soon.
Multiple women reported being punched on the streets of New York City through a string of viral videos on TikTok and Instagram. At least 6 women have posted videos describing their crazy encounters of a random man punching them in the face in broad daylight on the sidewalk. The New York Police Department confirmed that at least 2 men were arrested in connection with these cases. However, the recent videos have definitely led to many women being extra cautious when walking on the streets of New York. Beyoncé released her new country album, Cowboy Carter, on March 29th. It has quickly become one of the most streamed albums in 2024. Fans expressed their vast opinions, but the most surprising fan of all has been former First Lady Michelle Obama, saying, quote, "With Cowboy Carter, you have changed the game once again by helping redefine a music genre and transform our culture. I'm so proud of you," end quote. David, have you heard the new album? What are your thoughts?
Oh my gosh, yes, I love it. I love it so much. Favorite tracks include Blackbird, and of course Texas Hold'em. Texas Hold'em.
Yes, I thought we had such good features on this album, like Dolly Parton, and and speaking of Dolly Parton, I thought her spin on Jolene was pretty cool. Yeah. I thought it was really interesting.
I loved it so much, yeah. And there were like a little Willie Nelson features in there.
Yeah,
I thought that was really cool.
I liked it. I think she did really good.
Yeah, I agree. Singer and fashion entrepreneur Lizzo took to her Instagram to say, "I quit," after facing online criticism for her actions in the past year. In 2023, Lizzo was put under scrutiny for making body-shaming comments and for several lawsuits filed against her for creating a hostile work environment during her tour that year. Many celebrities have supported her following the statement, such as Sophia Bush, Paris Hilton, and Andy Cohen. She has made posts since the message regarding her clothing brand Yitty. So we do not know if this was just to control the hate or if she's actually stepping away from music.
Next this morning, we're sitting down with an up-and-coming singer-songwriter. Good Morning Longhorns reporters Devin DeMichelle and Isa Martinez bring us an exclusive look at Humbirds' performance for artist Indigo D'Souza in downtown Austin at her live concert this past Thursday.
Hey there, Longhorns. We are currently in downtown Austin outside the live music venue, Mohawk, to watch Humbird open up for Indigo D'Souza as she is on tour. Following this, Humbird will be debuting on her own tour to showcase her 3rd full-length album, Right On, which will be available on all streaming platforms April 12th. Let's take a look inside.
Crowds of fans lined Red River Street in downtown Austin, anticipating a performance by Indigo D'Souza with Humbird, an experimental folk and Americana artist, as her opener. Inside, the live music venue offered merchandise for both artists and was filled with excited concert goers.
Though many music fans were originally unfamiliar with Humbird's music, this all changed after her opening set.
I think she's got this really cool blend of like folk, indie, kind of country elements. From what I've heard so far, it seems really interesting, and I really like the vibe that she's setting. I think it matches well with Indigo for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody here is vibing. Everybody seems happy. Spirits are up. I'm loving everything about this place. Do you think you'll be listening to Humbird's music after this?
No, absolutely. I'm going to put them in my playlist, especially with the songs that I'm hearing right now. I'm kind of taking note of like which ones I like the best to add to my playlist, so I'm excited.
Thank you. We're Humbird. This is our first time in Austin playing music, so.
Actually, this is the first time I've ever heard, and I think she's amazing. Honestly, it's just I love the harmonies, and I think she's got some good songs out there, and you can hear it for yourself right now. It sounds great. I just like her simplistic style, like singer-songwriter, and the fact that she's from Minneapolis actually is a plus too, since I was from there like many years ago.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all. For Good Morning Longhorns, I'm Devin D. Michelle.
This upcoming Monday, Austin will experience a total eclipse of the sun around 1:36 to 1:38 in the afternoon. The solar eclipse is particularly special because of its location relating to Austin. We will be in the path of totality, meaning the sun is fully blocked out by the moon. And to make the day better, President Jay Hartzell has invited the student body to the total eclipse of the horns from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can find multiple sunspots around campus to grab some glasses and watch the eclipse. Remember to mark your calendars for a memorable Monday. Priyal, are you planning to watch the eclipse?
I am. I'm so excited, especially, like, I know so many people are coming to Austin. I know it's going to be so packed, but I definitely want to, maybe head out to the tower, to Main Mall, and, like, see if I can spot it with the glasses. What about you?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a special event, and I'm definitely planning on going to the sunspots and taking a look at the eclipse.
Yeah, I think it'll be so exciting.
Coming up, we'll get an exclusive look at the Sustainable Food Center's Farmers Market. Stay tuned after the break for more Good Morning Longhorns.
Welcome back to Good Morning Longhorns. A data breach involving personal information was leaked onto the dark web for nearly 70 million current and former AT&T customers last Saturday. According to AT&T, the compromised data varied from person to person. Full names, emails, social security numbers, date of birth, and mailing addresses and passwords were among the information that was leaked. The AT&T has not identified the source of the leak, but they are said to be reaching out to customers and having them reset their passwords.
A number of Supreme Court justices indicated Tuesday that the lawsuit should be dismissed that rejects a challenge to the abortion pill mifepristone. The conservative majority heard arguments that restricts access to the pill, including its availability by mail. During the arguments, the Food and Drug Administration decision to lift the restrictions on the drug being unlawful was not discussed. The decision would leave current rules in place allowing customers to receive the drug by mail without any need for an in-person visit to the doctor. According to the Associated Press, the consequences of a ruling could be dramatic, and demonstrators on both sides of the issue gathered outside the Supreme Court on Tuesday.
On March 16th, surgeons at Harvard's Massachusetts General Hospital successfully completed the first ever pig-to-human kidney transplant. The patient, 62-year-old Richard Slayman, previously underwent a successful human kidney transplant in 2018, but experienced progressive failure 5 years later. The 4-hour-long surgery was successful, and Slayman is recovering well. This scientific breakthrough could be a major play in solving transplant shortages in the future.
Austin's Sustainable Food Center hosts weekly farmers markets, bringing locally produced foods to downtown Austin. Our Paisley Porter showcased the event.
What I love the most about the farmers market is, honestly, it's my happy place to be on a Saturday. I mean, just see all, the farmers' faces and interacting with the customers and selling their product. It's just a magical connection that happens, seeing how customers are happy to just find their needs there, from meat to eggs to hot food. So it's a beautiful place to be. You see a lot of kids, families enjoying that beautiful day.
My name is Kaylin York, and I work at Sweet Charlie Girl, which is a gluten-free bakery. We tend to cater to people who are celiac or gluten intolerant. However, we don't discriminate, so we let anybody who just wants to try sweets to try our stuff, and usually we have a lot of people that aren't gluten-free and really like our stuff. We've been working at this market for about 4 weeks now, and the business has been open for 2-3 years. It's great to put your money back into your city and your people.
I love how local it is. I love that my egg guy comes every week and I get my eggs from him. I love to get coffee. They typically have a tamale stand that I get. And I also live right across the street, so it's just nice to get away and walk around. This is Ace. He's an English Cocker Spaniel. This is just a good time for him to socialize. They usually have dog treats and stuff. There's something for everyone. Even if you wanted to buy some local jewelry, there's some jewelry stands over there. Or if you want to buy fresh meat, there's meat stands and produce. Especially on a day like today, it's so beautiful out. Sometimes they have live music, and yeah, it's just the best.
Coming up, a fun trivia game testing our knowledge on all things country music. Will we be ready for the CMT Awards? Find out right after the break. Can you move it again? I'm sorry. Oh, this? Yes. A bit more.
Well, this one works.
Well, I'm using the handheld.
Here.
Is the handheld working?
Is this not working?
In honor of the Country Music Television Awards taking place right here in our very own backyard this Sunday live at the Moody Center, we have decided to put our anchors to the test and see how much they know about country music and the history of the CMT Awards. So my first question to you guys is, who is hosting the CMTs this year? I'll give you some multiple choice. Jelly Roll, Kelsey Ballerini, Casey Musgraves, or Cody Johnson?
Ooh, I know. I think Kelsey Ballerini's she's either performing or hosting.
I'm going to say Jelly Roll. I know he's been hot in the news, so...
Is this a competition?
No, I guess so, yeah. Let's make it a...
points.
Okay. I'm going to go with Kelsey.
I got Jelly Roll.
The answer is Kelsey Ballerini.
Oh!
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question number 2. Which of these top nominees this year won the most awards for the CMTs in 2022? Dating back a bit. Your options are Lainey Wilson, Megan Maroney, Cody Johnson, and Kelsey Ballerini.
Can't lie, I don't know a lot of the names. But, do you have any idea on this? I might leech off of your answer.
I think I'm going to go Megan Maroney. I feel like she's been making a name for herself, so...
Let's go Kelsey Ballerini again. Honestly, that's one of the only names I know.
So that's going to be a neither. The answer is Cody Johnson.
Wow, okay.
That does make me happy that you didn't get the point.
Okay,
Not gonna lie.
okay. You know what?
All right, y'all, on to the next one. How many first-time nominees are up for awards? So here are your answer choices: 11, 14, 7, or 19.
11, 14.
It's a big year in country.
Wow.
I'm gonna go with 14. I think that sounds about
I want
right.
to go 19. Big year in country. Let's go. Yeah.
You're right.
Oh my God.
Sorry, that was a little
I can't catch a break.
Tricked you
Yeah,
there.
that's right.
Male Video of the Year nominee Luke Combs is making waves with his rendition of Fast Car, an original hit single by which artist?
I mean, come on.
Cher,
If you know, you know.
Brandy Carlisle, Tracy Chapman, or Joni Mitchell?
Do you want to say it on 3? Tracy Chapman.
Chapman,
Classic.
It is Tracy Chapman.
All right, so on to question 5. Sugarland and Little Big Town will reteam for another history-making performance at the 2024 CMT Awards. The televised performance marks the first time the duo has been on the CMT Awards since 2010, 2013, 2012, or 2011.
Ooh.
Got it mixed up there with some years now.
Let's see. I'm gonna say, let's go 2012. Feeling lucky there?
I'll go 2011.
Oh,
there you go. Yeah.
Well, the answer is 2011.
Yes!
Great job, guys.
Thank you all for playing along. That wraps up our CMT trivia.
Yay!
Amazing.
To get to it.
We'll have some more exclusives here with Good Morning Longhorns, and we are happy to be on the show today.
Yes, thank you so
Thank
much
you guys
for coming,
on.
guys. We loved the questions. It was all so much fun. Yeah, so that's all for Good Morning Longhorns this week. You can follow us on Instagram at Good Morning Longhorns. I'm Priyal Talwar.
And I'm David Gonima. From all of us here at Good Morning Longhorns, have a wonderful Wednesday. And our team will see you